RCMP is again under the microscope tonight. That's after an 11-year-old boy is tasered in Prince George. He's the youngest person ever to be tasered in Canada. And that has some asking, did officers go too far? Ben Hadaway has the details and the reaction.
It was an ugly incident in this rural Prince George neighborhood. Thursday evening, a call came in that a 37-year-old man had been stabbed. His alleged attacker believed to be an 11-year-old boy at a group home. He was found holed up in a neighbor's house. Police coaxed the boy out and shot him with a taser. Investigators won't say if he was armed. At Simon Fraser University, David McAllister studies police policies surrounding taser use.
It just doesn't seem right. You know, like Canadian criminal law, it doesn't even hold individuals who are under the age of 12 criminally responsible.
McAllister says it's tough to know exactly why police used the taser. The Prince George detachment has released very little information, but he's not aware of any incident anywhere in the country where RCMP used a stun gun on somebody so young.
There is concern about the police using the taser against individuals who are particularly thin build. The concern there, I believe, is that there's sort of a thin layer between the outer skin and an individual's heart. So that would obviously be a matter of concern when we're dealing with a young person.
Policing in Prince George has caused serious concern for civil rights advocates in the past. In February, the BC Civil Liberties Association released a report examining the RCMP in northern BC. It paints a troubling picture of Prince George.
Prince George has been on the radar for a long time. This is the city where Clay Nelson Wiley died. He was hog-tied, he was tasered repeatedly while hog-tied. He had fractured ribs and skull when he was ultimately, when the autopsy was completed. And we found out through that case that actually there have been a number of other high-profile taserings.
As for the 11-year-old in this incident, police say he was checked out in hospital and is fine. The 37-year-old is recovering from the stabbing. RCMP in Prince George wouldn't release any new information today, saying the incident is under investigation by police in West Vancouver. The West Vancouver Police Department says its members will be flying to Prince George on Monday. Ben Hadaway, CBC News, Vancouver.
Let's go now to an update on the story of a North Vancouver cancer patient who was conned out of a family airport.
That's where you're going for 3 days.
After the thieves had a change of heart.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Them, a certain desperation.
Have fun in Prince George.
3 days. Have fun, buddy.